Greetings, Green Thumb Gardening family. I'd unleash back at you from right at the Green Thumb Gardening channel, right here in the Grow Zone 8B in Tifton, Georgia. In this afternoon's video, we're going to be doing a couple of things back here in our backyard food forest. As you guys can see, we've already took the liberty of coming out here and raking up all those leaves here on Harvest Hill and getting things cleaned up here a bit. What we're going to do today is we're taking the liberty of cleaning out about 7 garden beds back here that we previously grew ginger and a few other things in back here in our backyard food forest. We have one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And we've already taken the liberty of coming out here and rebuilding Sweet Baby Red here in the center with some concrete cinder blocks here, and this is what she's currently looking like. Bam! That is the new, improved, all new Sweet Baby Red. We're going to get out here tomorrow and put a couple of coats of paint on Sweet Baby Red to give her a brighter look here in the center of our Harvest Hill here in our backyard food forest. At any rate, we're going to be planting brassicas back here in our backyard food forest today. We have some plugs already ready to go in the soil here. Here in this first container we have, I think about 9 or 10 collard plants here. The second container we have about the same amount of cabbage here. This third container we have about 6, I think, kale plants, and here we have maybe 10 to 12 broccoli plants here. So we're going to go through these garden beds here. We're going to add a little fertilizer to them. I'm going to show you guys what type of fertilizer we're going to actually be using for the purpose of this video. For the purpose of this video, we will not be using any type of cow manure, any type of bat guano, any type of granular fertilizer, organic or chemical. We won't be using any of that to fertilize these beds. We're going to be planting our brassicas at today. The only thing we will be using is what I'm about to show you guys and gals out here today that we've been collecting here for the past several months at the Green Thumb Gardening channel. And most of you guys and gals have this right there at your house, I can guarantee you. And it's free. You guys see this? This is wood ash from our barbecue grill. We use wood such as pecan, oak, and hickory when we barbecue on our barbecue grill out there. This is the ashes from that pecan wood, that oak wood, and that hickory wood that we use to grill our meat with out on our grill here in our backyard food forest. We're going to use the same wood ash to amend the soil in this bed, this bed, this bed, Sweet Baby Red, this bed, and this bed before again we come back and plant the leafy greens that you see here in these containers. And we won't bore you guys with the entire process of getting all these leafy greens planted. But what I will show you guys here right quick before I get started is roughly the amount of this wood ash that I'm going to be adding to each one of these beds prior to tilling the soil in well and planting our brassicas. I have my trusty Scuttles garden spade that I've been using here for the past probably 3 years now, and stainless steel, hasn't rusted, hasn't warped, anything like that. Highly recommend Scuttles USA for your gardening tool needs. I'm going to take several of these scoops of this wood ash, several hefty scoops of this wood ash, and simply sprinkle it down here on the top of this soil down here. If you don't know the benefits of adding wood ash to your soil when planting leafy greens, I highly recommend that you do your research. This is basically all you will need. You don't need all of that high nitrogen fertilizer and all of that other crap that a lot of websites and companies recommend that you use when planting greens and stuff like that. We'll simply come back, use our garden rake. We'll till this wood ash well into the soil. Our soil is moist. We came out here 2 times within the last 24 hours and completely saturated the soil in each one of these beds. We'll till this soil in, get that wood ash work well into the soil, and we'll come back and we'll plant our brassicas, and we'll show you guys what that looks like once we get done with each individual bed. Hang tight. All right, Green Thumb Gardening family, we're back here once again in our backyard food forest here at Harvest Hill.
Darkness caught us yesterday before we could get the second part of this video recorded. We showed you guys in the first part of this video what we were intending to plant back here on Harvest Hill, and where we were intending to plant it at, and what we're going to use to amend the soil, etc., etc., etc. So in this morning's short clip, I want to give you guys a brief look at exactly what things are looking like here on Harvest Hill in the 5 beds that we planted our cabbage, our broccoli, our collard greens, and our kale in. Take a look at this. Bam! It's the very first bed. We have collards planted here in this very first bed here on Harvest Hill. Here behind our high tunnel greenhouse. They're looking fantastic. Again, as you guys recall from the first part of this video on yesterday, we amended our soil with only one thing for the purpose of growing our brassicas here on Harvest Hill behind our high tunnel greenhouse, and that was wood ash from our grill. We use, again, woods like pecan wood, oak wood, and hickory wood when we grill on our barbecue grill beside our house here. So we use that wood ash to amend our soil with. That would be the only thing we'll be using as in the way of fertilizer for our brassicas here on Harvest Hill behind our high tunnel greenhouse. In this very next short bed here, we have our kale planted. We planted a total of 6 kale plants here on Harvest Hill. They're looking fantastic. Again, that soil is amended with that same wood ash. Next up, on the other side of Sweet Baby Red, we planted our cabbage here. I know a lot of you guys and gals out there are saying, you got these collards and these cabbages and these kale plants planted awfully densely here on Harvest Hill, and we do. We got these. We planted these densely. We planted them densely for a reason. We planted them densely for a reason. We're conserving space here, and again, plants such as brassicas, such as what we have planted here, can indeed be planted very close, a lot closer than what we actually have these planted here. So these would be just fine here on Harvest Hill in these beds. Next up, we have our broccoli planted here, and we have this broccoli planted even more densely than we have our collards or our cabbage or our kale planted here on Harvest Hill. And we have our broccoli planted here beneath our banana plants here. I know a lot of you guys and gals saying out there, broccoli needs full sun and blah 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 blah. It's going to be in the shade, but it won't be in the shade much longer here. Again, we're in the fall season, rapidly approaching the winter season here in Grow Zone 8B, Tifton, Georgia here. And these banana plants will be dormant here, and there won't be a single leaf on any of these banana plants out here within the next 30 days probably. So what's currently sitting in full shade here on Harvest Hill will in about 30 days be in full sun here on Harvest Hill. So again, Green Thumb Gardening family, our collards there in that first bed, our kale here in this second bed. Sweet Baby Red is still empty because we have to get out here and put a couple of coats of paint on Sweet Baby Red before we begin to plant anything in her. Our cabbage, our broccoli. We have a few leftover plants from what we planted here today. We have a total of 4 collard green plants planted here. We have one here, one there, and one there. We had 1 broccoli plant left over. We planted it there. We had 1 kale plant left over, and we planted it here. So we have sort of a mixed bed of leafy greens here in this bed, and we're expecting all of them nonetheless to do well. Thanks for watching. And if indeed you currently are watching this video on planting brassicas on Harvest Hill and rebuilding Sweet Baby Red, and you're not already subscribed to the Green Thumb Gardening channel, please take a moment to press that subscribe button beneath this video, that like button, that notification button, and be sure, Green Thumb Gardening family, be sure to share this video with your friends and family as well. Yeah, growing brassicas on Harvest Hill in our backyard food forest. And don't they look fantastic? Thanks for watching.